Yeah, look, can be a very frustrating thing, obviously, and then really disappointing. But I guess it's also a good thing. You'd rather play well and go down in a tough one than, not put in a good performance either. So it doesn't necessarily make it any easier right now. But I know that on the whole, I'm playing good tennis. But obviously, yeah, you want to get those wins. No, not necessarily. I mean, look, there's every match means something. Like yesterday's matches were obviously vitally important, and I knew that today was, do or die. But kind of every match on tour is like that too. You don't win, you're out. So it's just probably that little bit different because you are playing for your country rather than yourself. But as far as anything extra, I wouldn't say it was a feeling that you don't feel ever anyway.
Do you sort of embrace it, given that you're the team leader anyway, and the fact that it was on your shoulders? Did that sort of sit okay with you then?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I've kind of been in that position for a while now, so that wasn't really anything new. But you just want to, if that's there, you want to be able to come through it, and I've been able to do that many, many times. But unfortunately, this weekend was that little bit. I came up that little bit short. So it's, like I said, it doesn't necessarily make that disappointment any easier, but, it's, you got to play and you got to win. And unfortunately, we weren't able to do that.
Coco's got a 4-1 record against you. What is it that she does that has helped her establish it?
Well, I mean, obviously she's got a massive serve, and she just plays big tennis. She gets it back at you fast, and we've had a couple. This was 6-4 in the third, and one other time I lost. It was 7-5 in the third. Our matches, besides Wimbledon, they've all been pretty close matches and not a lot in it. And I think against someone like her, you've got to be able to take any kind of opportunity you get, because you're not necessarily going to get one the next game, but you've got to just be sometimes ride the wave of that, and then when you do get chances, you've got to make the most of it. And sometimes it's easy to do, and sometimes it's very difficult. Yeah, I mean, I think the first set I was definitely well in control of the points and what I was doing, and she definitely to me looked a lot more unsteady on her feet than what she did as the match progressed. And again, a match like that can come down to a couple of points, and to lose that second set was obviously huge. And then, she played a good game to break me the first game and the third, and that's a difference. And, I had a couple of break points in that last game, and she came up with the goods and, hit a ball right on the baseline another one time, hit a winner, and all of a sudden you're down match points, she hits in a big serve and you're done. So, like I said, it doesn't mean you're playing bad. It's just those couple of really key points. She's got really big weaponry that can hurt you.
Seeing your commitment to playing Fed Cups being first rate, being in World Group 2 next year, would that change?
Look, we've been in World Group 2 last year and the start of this year, and we keep giving ourselves an opportunity to get back into the World Group 1. And look, we're going to do the same thing next year. Come around, we'll play in February and give it our best shot, and hopefully we can be back in this position in April again, playing to get back in the main stage.
What's your priorities for this year? I mean, are you focusing particularly on the Olympics or one of the other slams? What's top of your list?
French. So everything I'm going to do now is geared up to hopefully playing my best tennis at Roland Garros, and I got a few tournaments leading up to that. That's the next main focus, and then I'd love to do well at Wimbledon, and Olympics is in there too. There's so much tennis still to be played in this. I guess we're not quite halfway yet, but the second half of the year is absolutely chockers, and there's heaps of big events. So I think it's really important to kind of pace yourself throughout certain weeks when you can, because there's not going to be too much rest probably by the time Wimbledon starts.
How much does that French mean to you, particularly given your record there?
Yeah, look, I want to do as best I can, and like I said, that's going to be the focus, and everything, all my training and tournaments leading up to that, I think is going to have that big picture kind of focus towards Roland Garros without putting it so high you freak yourself out. So, but it's definitely the Grand Slam where I feel like I can do very well. But yeah, you've got to play very good tennis, and a few things have got to go your way, and so much goes into trying to do well at a slam. So that's what I'll try and do. No, I'm going to play Prague. So I leave Wednesday, go Prague, Madrid, Rome.
Seeing Roland Garros and Flushing Meadow been kind to you,
Mhm.
do you feel like this venue hasn't been kind to you? You mentioned how easily you could have won that match with such closeness. So do you feel like perhaps you just haven't been able to get by at this particular venue?
Yeah, I guess it's pretty obvious my record here is not that great compared to those two places, but what can you do? We've got a really great tournament here in January, and unfortunately we've now played a couple of Fed Cups here where it hasn't gone our way, but we've also played two very good teams as well. So even though you're at your home stadium and everything else, it doesn't mean you're going to win, and you've still got to bring it. And like I said, we've tried our best here this week and played some pretty good tennis, but unfortunately come up short. Thanks.